While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around of any kind, no smoking. Remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, everyone. Let's get going. Are we ready, Ms. Williams Law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ready, Mr. Berry?
Ready in the sense, Your Honor, that I have all of the offers and the docket.
Very well.
Speak with anyone.
You say you're not what?
I said I've not had an opportunity to speak with anyone if the court.
All right, we're going to make sure that you have that opportunity if necessary. This one won't be necessary. This is the City of Detroit versus Lisa Denise Griffin, case number SP 11391-391. Mrs. Griffin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, just like you said, you were going to pay today, and I said, if you do pay today, I will dismiss this case altogether. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now.
Let me grab that card.
I see that you paid. You don't owe the court anything, and this matter will be dismissed, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Do you have any other questions, ma'am?
No, sir. You just have a wonderful weekend.
You have a better one, all right?
I will.
Okay, very well.
So can I leave the court now?
You're free to leave. You can stay and watch, or you can just.
No. I don't want to. No, I'm free to leave. Thank you.
All right, have a good day, ma'am.
And you too.
All right. Good morning, APA Wolf. I'm going to put you.
Right.
We have an offer that we need from you, but let's go.
Leave me.
Alexandra.
All right. All right, this is the City of Detroit and Mr. Berry. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this like a one-stop shop for the people today, in that I see that Mr. Goss only has one ticket that's on the docket. However, he has another ticket that's in warrant status here. So I'll try to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to clear up their matters right at one time instead of having to come back. I know that puts an extra onus on you, but I know that you're one of the best in the business, and you can pretty much handle anything that comes your way. And I do have Mr. Goss that just stepped in the courtroom, and I'll give you ample opportunity to speak with your client, and I'll give you ample opportunity to speak to Mr. Goss to advocate on your behalf. And the people today are lucky to have a lawyer of that distinction. So, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Morning.
it's a pleasure to have you. This is the first time I've had you in my courtroom. So,
Yes,
so let's call Mr. Thank you, Mr. Marvin Deshaun Goss, case number U5950421 and 16-316-9021. This is the City of Detroit versus Marvin Deshaun Goss. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood Berry Jr., P28880, on behalf of Mr. Goss.
Oh, and you know, it does have in the offer here that you probably have in front of you, it does list that other case. So, Mr. Goss, yeah, Goss, the deal today is to plead to the narcotic drug violation ticket, straight up under what the people have here is a 9-month delayed sentence and dismiss the other matter. I'll fine you $240 and I will dismiss immediately upon payment. However, if you need some kind of drug treatment, then we can get you that. But if you come back in here again with these drug charges, you're not going to get a deal in this courtroom. You're going to have to be subject to go to trial, or you're going to be subject to take whatever deal that it has, and is likely going to include some jail time. Now, I can give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room regarding this, because you do have a right to a trial, and I can set you up with that trial date if you don't like the offer. What would you like to do, sir? You have to unmute yourself. All right, you need to get your somebody to help you with your device. You need to unmute yourself. All right. We're going to pass this matter until he can get his device together. Now, let me check in a few more people. I have Mr. Lewis that just I see is online. And Mr. Christopher Gibson, who's set for a review. Yes, we'll get counsel.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hello.
Sir.
All right.
We want to speak with the set a trial date, or you want to take that offer that people have availed to you?
I'll take the offer.
All right. You understand what I'm saying about coming back in here with these drug charges again?
Yep. Yes, sir.
You need some treatment, sir?
No, sir. I think I got it. I think I can make it.
You think you can make it? It sounds
Yeah,
like
I can make it.
It sounds like we need to send him to drug court. Have you ever been in drug court before?
No.
You want me to get them on the line?
You said what? Have you ever been in any type of program? Have you ever been in any type of program before?
No.
Let's keep drug court on the line. We're gonna pass one night. Do you have any felonies, sir?
Yes. In the past.
Well, I don't know if they gotta be a certain type of. All right, let's pass the matter and let's see if we can get you some treatment. All right. I'm gonna mute your device again until we call your name. All right. Mr. Beck?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ready to go, sir? All right, let's see. that?
Client close to getting a license. Who can I speak to? Attorney Beck,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is the prosecutor, Goss. Is your client close to getting a driver's license?
No, she's unable to get it, Your Honor.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Sandra Gonzalez Zambroni, case number SP 118673661 and SP 1186738 Appearances for the record, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Peter Beck appearing on behalf of the defendant, Sandra Gonzalez Zambrano, bar number P10598.
All right, so your client, there's an offer here in the file pleading to failure to display a valid driver's license and dismissing the red light ticket, running a red light ticket. I'll fine her $240. That is a misdemeanor. That is abstractable to the Secretary of State. And if she's not a citizen, that could potentially implicate some immigration issues for your client. I have the city attorney in here. I can put you in a breakout room if you want to speak with them. She can take that offer today, or she can set up a trial date. What would your client like to do, sir?
Can I speak with the city attorney, Your Honor, for a few minutes before we?
Certainly. Okay. I think.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Wolf?
Yes.
This is going to be a matter that is going to require Mr. Berry's expertise as well. Let's go on the record and call this case, and I can give all the parties an opportunity to speak. All right, this is the State of Michigan versus Courtney Diane George, case number SX3838309, counts 1 and counts 2.
I'm here.
Karen, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Wolf on behalf of the people, P84516.
Over this Barry Jr. on behalf of Miss George.
All right, so you see the nature of the charges, Mr. Berry.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Who would you like to speak to first? I don't have an offer. That's why we got APA Wolf in the room. And who would you like to speak first? Would you like to speak to your client, or would you like to speak to the lawyer first?
To Attorney Wolf, please.
Oh, very well. I'll put you in a breakout room. And your room is always going to be number 2, Mr. Berry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's see. Who is Jaleisha iPhone?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a court date set for 8:45 with Judge Perkins.
Yeah, that would be me. What is your last name, ma'am?
Reed.
Reed.
R-E-E-D. Yes, sir.
That might be a little bit, you may be on the wrong date, or you may have the wrong courtroom, but you see Reed on there. Let me look it up. Jalisha, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Reed.
Yes.
zero. What, do you have a ticket number, ma'am?
Yes, the ticket number is SP10560-271.
All right, you're on here. Did you get this ticket? No, out of Southwest Detroit? No. Why is she on? I only handle the last names of, oh. No.
Yeah.
This is Devin Darcy Green. You know that individual?
Can you say that? Can you repeat yourself for me? I didn't hear you.
This is Devin Darcy Green.
The ticket number?
The ticket number you gave me, SP10560-271.
Yes.
That's not under your name, ma'am. That's under a Devin Darcy Green. It's got a previous address.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You know that individual?
No, I don't.
Was that sent to that Prevost address? Are you live on Prevost now?
Yes, I just moved to that address. So this must be his ticket.
You want to take his ticket for him?
No, I do not.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
I didn't think
Your Honor,
she wanted to take that. Yes, Mr. Barry.
Your Honor, may I speak with Ms. George in breakout room?
Breakout room 2 is your room. All right.
2. Yes, 2.
Very well, Mr. George. Join that room, please. All right. Let's go back on the record with this is Sandra Gonzalez Zambroni. Counselor, I've given you an opportunity to speak with the city attorney in the breakout room. And I guess you guys have come to a resolution, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. And the new offer is to plead to an allowing unlicensed driver to drive, dismiss the other count. I'll dismiss the case entirely upon payment of $240. Would your client like to take that offer?
Yes, she is, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, now, he doesn't have a translate.
He speaks Spanish.
You speak Spanish, Counselor?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Very well. Can you have your client raise her right hand, please? Well, let me. Do I need to swear you in, Counselor?
Oh, me too?
Do I? I mean, you know. Yeah, you know the deal. Do I need to swear you? You probably know the deal a lot better than I do in this regard.
Okay.
So when you do the translations, and this is from my own future knowledge, when you translate for your client, because I'm sure this is not the first time you've done this in a court of law, correct?
Well, it's been a number of times that I have done it, yes.
Okay, and in previous times, did you have to be sworn in as a person to translate, or do they just allow you to do it?
I think that it personally, if I can speak on her behalf as her attorney, she's indicated to me a willingness to accept the offer that's given to her by the court or by the prosecutor. So I think I can speak on her behalf without clouding the record as far as the interpretation is concerned. I'm authorized to speak on her behalf.
Okay. All right. So let's just swear her in. To answer, can you ask your client to raise her right hand? Do you swear or affirm, ma'am, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes.
All right. You can put your hand down, ma'am. All right. I just want to make sure your client understands that this is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or is it $500 in fines?
There's a $240 he indicated to be the fines and costs.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the maximum possible penalty of it.
I'm sorry?
I just wanted her to know the maximum possible penalty.
Okay. Ella dice que puede estar 93 días en el, ¿cómo se dice? En jail, ¿comprende? Pero no van a hacer. Y va a tener que pagar la multa, $240. Lo va a tener que pagar en dos semanas, ¿comprende? ¿Y tiene alguna pregunta? No.
No.
Y si quiere, puede hablar puede tener, como se dice, hearing, y el juez va a decir si tiene es culpa o no culpa. Okay? She understands that, Your Honor.
Huh?
And she understands that she has a right to a trial.
Which defendant?
Yes, she does, Your Honor.
And by taking this offer, she's going to give up that trial right.
I'm sorry?
And by taking this offer, she understands she's going to give up that trial right.
Yes, she is, Your Honor. She does.
And she's nobody's offered her anything other than what I've stated in the record, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm wondering why this didn't land on my community court docket.
Where was the?
Huh?
I mean, where was the?
It was in Southwest Detroit. I can offer your client, and I can offer anybody in the room, community service. The Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center, they have every ticket, not only the judge for tickets that end in the last name G, L, or O. I'm also the community court judge out of Southwest Detroit. So any ticket that's had in the fourth precinct will come to me regardless of last name. And they have a good community service program over there. I can get your client linked to that if she wishes, or I can allow her to just pay the $240.
Okay.
We would ask for 12 hours of community service in lieu of fines and costs for this, and we'll dismiss the ticket upon completion of the 12 hours of community service.
Your Honor, the community service, how's that going to be regulated, or at least what is she going to have to do? Apply that to community service in the Southwest Detroit?
Yes, it will be over in the Southwest Detroit, and I can get her to the contact people over there. Director Jones is on Lawndale Street, the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. That will be in that area, and then they will keep a record of what she's done, and they'll accommodate any kind of needs that she may have time-wise or physical, that she can't do physical work. And they have a lot of different ways that she can complete the community service, and they'll work with her in regards to her time and things like that around her schedule.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you.
So what would she like to do? Would she like to pay, or would she like to do the 12 hours community service?
¿Quiere pagar $240 o quiere ayudar a las personas en el barrio, el community service? ¿Qué quiere hacer? ¿Lo va a pagar? She'll pay the fines, Your Honor, fines and costs.
Very well. Okay. So as it relates to the ticket, your client will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and with that stipulation, I'm going to find her guilty of the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I will dismiss the other ticket. Can I get that stipulation, Counselor, for the probable cause for the stop?
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulate.
And with that stipulation, I'm going to dismiss the disregard of red signal. I'm going to fine her $240. How much time does she need to pay?
We spoke about 2 weeks, Your Honor, but I think she'll pay sooner than that.
All right, very well. I'm going to give her until November the 5th. I'm going to set this for a review on November the 5th at 8:25 a.m. If your client has paid and there's no dollar amount in the system, then she will not have to show back up. However, if that is not paid, then she will have to show back up. We just want to make sure that the record is closed out accurately. I'll put a note that we're going to dismiss upon payment. Okay?
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day and a safe weekend.
You as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day, Council. And have a great Gonzalez Zambrano. All right. Back on the record with Mrs. Courtney Diane George.
Okay. I need to be coupled with attorney, the attorney again, please.
Okay, very well. I'm going to put you guys in a separate breakout room, so it's going to change so that you can speak privately with her. All right, let's go to get the information as it relates to Marvin Goss.
Yes, they're gonna run his lien and then, a specialty court, case manager will zoom in.
Keith Linton.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We need a new law. We need a new law. Linton.
Yeah, more.
No. I think you're looking at this wrong. First of all, we're always hold on. It's paid the prohibited left turn. So maybe you can give me a line. All right.
That's on one chart.
No, he's got three charges.
Yeah, that's right.
Paid civil and private.
Allow him to stop.
All right. All right, now, let's go back on the record with Miss Courtney Diane George.
Not really, Your Honor. I need to speak with Ms. George in breakout room 2.
Okay, so let me say this, Mr. Berry, for Mr. Linton, and I'll give you an opportunity to chime in. He's got three misdemeanors. He's paid civil infractions, and based on the payment of those civil infractions, the city attorney is willing to, is really a failure to display. He's willing to give Mr. Linton that allowing unlicensed driver to drive as well. I'll dismiss that upon payment of $240. I can give you some time to speak with him quickly if he needs to, and he has a right to set a trial. So, Mr. Linton, did you hear that? All right, you want Want to talk to the lawyer about that, anything, or are you satisfied with that outcome?
So I heard that you said that I had 3 citations. I mean, misdemeanors. I was trying to figure out what that was going on.
So you have 1 for unregistered, untitled, 1 for no insurance, and 1 for license improper. For the license improper, we're going to amend that to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and I'll dismiss that with a $240 payment, and the other 2 matters will be dismissed as well. I'll waive the warrant fees, but you're going to be responsible for the 3 reinstatement fees, but that's not going to be a part of this. All I'm concerned about is you paying that $240 and when you can do it. And if you pay that $240, then all of this misdemeanor will be dismissed as well. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to ponder that. Yeah, I'll give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room if you need some more understanding on that, or you can have you can have a trial date set if you want to contest the matters.
So I guess one of my concerns was with the license. I had a valid license. I just didn't have it on me, and I gave him my license number. I don't know. I mean, is that one of the tickets that you were saying that you were going to?
Let's give him time. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Berry, to speak with your client, and then we'll let Mr. Linton have time to go over some things with you.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you. All right, I'll assign you to that breakout room. Mr. Ernest Gibson.
Here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He's done?
Yes.
Christopher Gibson.
Christian.
Christian Gibson. Okay. That's my brother's name, Christian. All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Christian Gibson, case number. Christian William Gibson, case number 0532818. Good morning to you, Mr. Gibson. You there? Oh, he can't hear me because he doesn't have his
Audio.
on.
You want me to put that sign up?
I'm gonna see if he looks in the chat. Hopefully he doesn't. All right, I don't think he's getting it. Maybe he is, maybe he
Put
is.
that sign up?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, how does he do it? How does, oh, here it is.
No, it's Ernest, it's Christian Gibson. I don't, Ernest Gibson has his up. But I don't see why Ernest Gibson is here today.
Ernest Gibson?
You told me to come back today. I had court Monday, and then you told me to come back today after I paid my tickets and stuff like that. I don't know what we were supposed to
One
be
year
doing.
you came in the other day. What's your middle name?
James, James.
Here it is. I guess your docket isn't updated because, you know, I do it here. Good morning, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Hi, Sonia, good morning.
What's up?
I see that you have this here. And then, I guess my question
You
is,
still haven't paid.
which day?
I got a receipt where I paid, though. I paid right then.
Oh, that's.
Oh, okay,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I paid immediately.
I didn't know that from my, that's good. I do that for myself, to remind myself from, making it come in. So the question is, you're asking,
You want him scheduled on that day?
or this alternative? Oh, I see what you mean. I think this guy has a show for there already.
Okay,
Maybe that's what I mean, from everybody else.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking. You welcome.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, have a great day.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's
Have a
all
good day. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't even know you were on.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's say this, let's give you some relief on, these other fines and costs, all right?
Yes, sir. I greatly appreciate it.
Ms. Nash,
Yes, sir. Oh, okay.
let's start with, let's call the case of, Ernest James Gibson, case number 17-269-3191. Let's give him some relief on the late fee on that. Waive the late fee on that. That gets you from 198 to 165. If there's no date in there, is it gonna generate,
You might kick in another date.
it might, or we don't know that for
We took
sure.
it out, so it might, if you ain't paid it, it'll probably generate it again.
When do you plan on, how much time do you need to plan on clearing up all this stuff?
Maybe like a month. I didn't realize it was that much. But I can pay like probably another 400 or something by Monday.
Let's, and this is for the, let's put in 2 months. Let's put in December 21st, 2021. Pay by, one. All right, let's go to City of Detroit versus Ernest James Gibson, case number SP4076861. Let's waive the late fees on that. That goes from 246.
Oh. I think we can do it 1 second.
Down to 165.
That's awesome.
Let's go to 1221. Let's go to case number City of Detroit versus Ernest James Gibson, case number SP4076862. That's 324. Let's waive the late fees on that. That goes from 324 to $230. All right? So that's the most I'm gonna do for you.
Okay, I greatly appreciate it.
All right, so, I'm gonna put on here December 21st. I'll do that. I'll give you that time, so I don't want this to trigger any more late fees to give you that time to pay. And you're gonna have a host of reinstatement fees to pay.
Yeah, I paid 2 of them. I'm just gonna keep paying. When I paid that last ticket, I'm gonna pay them off.
All right, good luck to you, sir. I'm gonna close the other matter that you were here on and made the payment on. I'm gonna close that out. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great day.
All right, you also.
Brian.
Huh.
What you got?
Good.
So you want him to speak, on behalf of the specialty court in regards to this?
Yeah, you have something to say?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Austin, he does. Oh, very good. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now, Counselor, I just, Mr. That was Mr. Griffin, you good. All right, have a great weekend. Okay. That was Mr. Ernest James Gibson. He just came in because he was on a review. He did pay that off, and I told him, like I tell everybody else, if they want to make those, if they make those payments and tell me they're serious about taking care of the matter, then I'll give them some relief on and waive the late fees and discretionary fees that I can with the other tickets that they have that have been in default for years. So he's the one that was told, like he said he was going to do, and I do what I say I'm going to do. All right.
Of course, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Gibson, you're free to leave if you don't have any further questions. Okay, let's do this. Now, for George, are we set to go?
We're set to go, Your Honor.
All right. I mean, I know you're gonna work it, so let's see. We're back on the record with Miss Courtney Diane George, and I've given you an opportunity to, ma'am, to speak with the council, and your council has diligently advocated on your behalf. So is there some sort of resolution, or would you like a trial date?
A trial date, Your Honor. We'd like a bench trial date.
Okay, very well. Ma'am, is that your understanding?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I'm going to set a trial date in this matter for January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Ma'am, I'd just like to inform you that you have a right to remain silent. That right cannot be used against you in any way. It is the people's burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. However, if it's some sort of information that you have in your possession that will assist your lawyer on that day, hopefully it could be Mr. Berry, but probably the likelihood is probably slim in that regard. But if there's any information that you'll bring, I suggest that you bring that information and present that to your lawyer on that day so that he or she can see if it's beneficial to your defense. So keep that in mind, but you do not have to say anything, and that silence can't be used against you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
All right, you're secure on that date, January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. That's set for a bench trial.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am. Have a good holiday. We'll see you back in the new year.
Thanks, you as well.
All right. All right, I don't have any right in front of me, APA Wolf, so I guess if we need something, we'll give you a call. You're free to stay, but you're free to leave as well.
Okay, thank you, Judge. You have a good day.
All right, you have a better one. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, very well. Let's, now we got Mr. Gibson on the line, and we can dispose of this quickly. We already called the case with City of Detroit versus Christian Gibson. And this is case number 0532818. We're recalling it. And Mr. Gibson, are you there, sir? You hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put Mr. Linton in the room with you, Mr. Berry. Mr. Gibson is going to get his case. He was set for review. He's completed the terms and conditions that I set out for his probation. So we're just going to get him out of here, all right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gibson, are you there now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very well. All right, good morning to you, sir.
Morning to you as well.
I have a report here that we sent it to 40 hours community service. You know, as I know this is an old case, what did you have to do?
At the community service?
Yes.
Clean up the city of Detroit, sir. The whole city of Detroit.
Not the whole city of Detroit. You couldn't do that in 40 hours. That's just impossible. But you had to clean up parts of the city of Detroit that you can clean up, right?
Yes, sir.
And I mean, and you know something really, a lot of what I like about community services is like, you know, more than your money, the city and people in desperate need your ability to do things more than your money. Your money is very good, but in that situation, I wish we could stop people from littering up our cities. I'm driving down the street, you see people just throw their cups, their bags, and this is their city, you know what I mean? It's out of their cars, and a cleaner city makes everybody feel a lot better in my eyes. It makes them more appreciative of where they live, and it just makes the environment a lot better. So I didn't want to just walk away with no consequence out of this matter, but I wanted this matter to be put to bed. So that's why I said let's get the 40 hours community service. I think you represented that you've changed your life, looking good. So I hope you continue that, and I hope you continue the community service initiatives too. All right.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, we're going to close this matter out, and you have a great day.
You too, I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Goss.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to be back on the record with Mr. Marvin Goss. Now, I do want to allow you to have, if you need to, a chance to speak with the lawyer, but so you don't qualify for the drug court. And I want to leave this offer open that I avail to you to plead to as charged, and I will dismiss immediately upon payment. And I'm doing that because I'm reluctant to do that because I still think you need some help. But at the end of the day, I told you, if you come back in here with anything in any way related to this, then you're not going to get an offer. You're going to be looking at jail time upon plea, or you're going to be looking at having to fight it at trial. All right, so that's what the offer is going to be today. Now you have a right to take this to trial now, and I'll be able to give you that right. I'll dismiss the other matter if you take this deal today, and you have a right to speak with the attorney in a breakout room and discuss whatever you need to discuss with him. But what do you want to do?
I'd rather go ahead and take the offer off, Your Honor, you know.
All right, are you working, sir?
Yeah, I'll do a little home improvement.
A little, doesn't sound too steady. How are you gonna pay these fines?
Well, it's kind of steady, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's like hours is not 40 hours a week, but it's pretty much steady. I do a few hours here, maybe a full day here, you know, but it's pretty much steady every day.
All right, when can you pay it then?
Well, I can get like 30 days, I'd be good.
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand that this is a maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Right. Yes.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand that by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention back to March the 23rd, 2021 at around, what is that, 1600 hours and 40 hours PM?
Yes.
Was that, what was that, 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yes, around that time, yes.
So around that time in the area of Plymouth and Greenfield, sir, did you have an occasion to be come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
And were you in possession of some narcotics, sir?
Yes, I was.
What did you have?
A couple of rocks, stone rocks.
And was that crack cocaine, sir?
Yes. Yes. No.
You didn't have the legal right to possess that, did you?
No, I had no legal right. No.
You didn't have a prescription to possess that, did you?
No, sir.
They're not prescribing no crack cocaine for no anything, are they?
Nope.
All right. With that being said, I believe it's sufficient factual basis for the plea. So I'm going to accept that. I'm going to dismiss the other matter, and I'm going to fine you $240 reluctantly. But I will remember, sir. I will definitely remember if I see you again. All right.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You'll come back to me. And you said you need 30 days to pay?
That's it.
Let's see, pay by November 22nd, 2021. I'm going to set the score review at 8:25 a.m. I want you back on that day.
Okay.
2021 review, 8:25 a.m. I want to make sure you pay, and I want to just need to see you again on that day. As for anything else, it appears, let's see. You have some outstanding civil infractions. I too will allow you, if you come in here and you make that payment showing me that you're really willing to close this matter out, I'll go back and do you just like I did Mr. Gibson, and I'll waive some of those discretionary fines and costs to get you back as close as I can to the original ticket so that you can potentially get yourself a driver's license. I'm going to also waive the warrant fee on the 16 case, but you're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee.
Okay.
Have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, I'll see you back here on November 22nd, 2021 at 8:25 a.m. If there's nothing further, sir, good luck to you, and you are free to leave if you don't have any further questions.
All right, then. Thank you, y'all.
All right, very well.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Mr. Lehman Lewis. What is Mr. Clinton now? Is Mr. Lewis, is that Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Are you? Are you incarcerated, sir?
No, I'm on house arrest.
Are you incarcerated then? Just at home or somewhere?
Yeah, I'm at
the Christian Guidance Center.
Yeah.
Very well. All right, let me stop and let me see what Mr. Lewis has. But you may need to talk to the lawyer. All right, it's not, you got that alcohol case. All right, let me call Mr. O'Quinn first. Mr. O'Quinn, are you there?
Yes.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Jericho Joseph O'Quinn, case number SP 1187171. Mr. O'Quinn, you have an offer here. You're charged with disorderly conduct. You have an offer here for a 3-month delayed sentence. I'll allow you to plead to that straight up, and I'll dismiss the case immediately upon payment of a $240 fine. Or I can set a trial date if you want to contest the matter, or I'll give you some time to speak with the city attorney if you want to. I mean, with the defense counsel if you want to. What would you like to do, sir?
I ain't paying $240.
What?
I'm not gonna pay $240, so I'm gonna take the other option.
Trial?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know if you're gonna pay $240 or not. If you get found guilty of it, you're gonna pay the $240. I'll give you a trial date, January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m., sir. I'll tell you, just like I told the other young lady, you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. That silence can't be used against you. The people have a right. The people have the burden of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If they don't do that, the case will be dismissed. If they don't show up, the case will be dismissed. But if you have something in the to assist your counsel on that date of trial, then you need to bring that so that on that date, January 20th, 2022. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, but I'm filing a case against them. I know that for harassment.
That's fine. I would suggest that. If you feel that your rights have been violated, I can sit you in a room with Mr. Berry if you want to, or we can just let you go with that trial date.
I'll just go with the trial date.
January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. All right.
Yep.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Have a good holiday.
Well, is I'm be on virtual court or I'm being in the courtroom?
Yeah, it's gonna be in virtual court. So again, just whatever you need. If you have some information that will assist your defense attorney on that day to assist you in this case, I would suggest you bring it. Mr. Linton.
Yes, sir.
You need to cover up, sir. I don't need to see all that.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know. My bad. My sorry. I just my bad.
All right, Mr. O'Quinn.
All right.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a good day. Have a good holiday. I'll see you back after the new year. All right.
You too.
All right. Very well. All right. Let's go back. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Keith Ryan Linton. Case numbers SP 1083681, counts 1 and 2, and SP 11090112. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Linton. State your full name, Mr. Linton.
Keith Ryan Linton.
Your Honor, I have in my possession an offer which Mr. Linton would avail himself. It reflects that he's prepared to enter a plea of failure to display. There is a charge that is reduced. We only have the case number. We don't know what the original charge is, and it does not appear on the docket. It ends in 9011.
Okay. Let me help you out. Mr. Linton, that was a pretty left turn that he's already paid. So that one's in, and the city attorney, based on that payment of that already, the city attorney has amended his offer and allowed him to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And I'll give him that, afford him that same opportunity to pay the ticket and dismiss immediately upon payment.
Yes, Your Honor, he would avail himself of that offer.
Right.
And it's a generous one.
Yes. Mr. Linton, you understand?
Yes, sir. I do.
All right, so basically you come out of here today with all these misdemeanors dismissed if you pay that $240.
Okay.
You want to take that deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? The other right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for these misdemeanor offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right, let me draw your attention, sir, back to December 26, 2020 at around 9:45 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Greenfield and Grand River, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir.
On that day, sir, did that police officer ask you to produce? Wait a minute. You said you had a valid license, correct? Run his driver's license, please. Now, let me ask you this. If you don't mind me asking your client about his registration and insurance.
I have no problem with that, Your Honor.
Did you have registration and insurance on that day, sir?
Had insurance, sir. I did not have a registration.
All right. And this was on 5/15/2020. So
yeah, on 5/15/2020, where I made the left turn, I wasn't even in that truck. I was in my wife's truck, and that truck had registration and insurance on when I made the improper left turn. Which was
no.
That was a different vehicle.
No, let's go back to 5/15/2020. Are you saying you had registration and insurance on that vehicle?
I had insurance on that vehicle that day. I had insurance on the vehicle that day.
Hold on, sir. You had insurance on the 2008 Chrysler, right?
Yes, sir.
At the time. All right. And you didn't have registration, and I can understand why you didn't have registration, because it was a pandemic and it was very difficult to get anything done.
Okay.
Exactly, sir.
You had a driver's license on that.
Yes,
So I'm thinking that this is what caused this license to be. I'm thinking that this is what caused this license to be suspended. Let's see.
It is. These things are what made my license suspended 100%.
All right, Mr. Goss. Mr. Linton, he's paid civil infractions as it related to this case. By making that payment, he signed himself up for 2 points on his driver's license.
Oh, man.
He's paid civil infractions. Now, as far as it relates to the 2 points on his driver's license, do you want to make a motion, Counselor, for that one? I understand that. But it's listen, I told you, you gotta be fair.
Right.
And only being fair is that the man had a driver's license and he got pulled over for a case where he
registration and
that he had insurance. They wrote him a ticket for no insurance. He said he had insurance and he admitted to not having a registration.
What did he sign up for? I mean, what did he pay?
He paid for a prohibited left turn. He paid for expired plates on another ticket that was a year. He paid for no proof of insurance on another ticket that was a year ago.
But for that particular incident?
For this particular incident.
It was just those 3 tickets, right?
For this particular incident, he didn't pay anything because he just got these 2 tickets. On the other incident that he got later on, that he learned that his driver's license was suspended, he got a prohibited left turn, and he paid that. And he signed up unknowingly. He signed up for 2 points on his license. I'm sure that was unknowingly by his reaction. So I do have his driving record here. The driving license was suspended for not taking care of the initial ticket that was happened on 5/15/2021. He gets pulled over again on 10/26/2020 and gets the driving while license not valid.
21, that's 20.
No, strike that. 5/15/2020. That's the initial time he pulled over where he did have a driver's license. Then, not to no fault of his own, everything was shut down. 5/15, we were in the middle of the pandemic then. And then he gets pulled over 10/26/2020 and gets a driving while license suspended and a prohibited left turn. And I'll even take judicial notice that the courts were shut down for a good period of time in and out during that time. Am I correct to say that?
Yes, Your Honor, you are correct.
So, I mean, only trying to be fair and reasonable to everybody that comes in my courtroom, we have a situation where we generally, routinely dismiss tickets when he's paid civil infractions that relate to the cases. And we've allowed, in a lot of circumstances, people that are unwittingly pay tickets that they sign up for points for to amend those tickets. So that
if he signed up for the points, I'm gonna dismiss everything because he did that. But then we reopened it, so I can't just dismiss those.
We didn't say dismiss it. I didn't say dismiss it. I'm sure Mr. Barrett would say, hey, allow my client to plead to a blocking traffic in lieu. And once we set aside that default for the proper, and then he's already paid $258, I'll fine him this $258 and it'll be closed out.
The court correctly states defense position.
That's it. I mean, put your appearance on the record, please.
This is honorable court. I'll take up P60162 on behalf of the city of Detroit. Your Honor, I was just saying that if I'm going to dismiss these other matters due to he chose to take he paid those other infractions. Now it's like if we reopen it, I have to take a look again and not possibly dismiss all three.
Say that again?
Yeah.
Right now, I would dismiss all three because he paid that other civil infraction. If we reopen the other civil infraction, I might not be able to dismiss all three. He might deal with the civil infraction and one of the matters with the three that's still open today. So he's kind of, he might end up in a better shape, he might end up in a worse shape by reopening that case.
I don't understand. I'm gonna allow you to respond, Counsel.
Your Honor, this is a situation, quite frankly, where the interest of justice, it would seem to me would support the judge, your Honors, reinstating these charges and dismissing them. And the court has aptly put on the record the incredible circumstance that this defendant found himself in that generated this overlap of tickets.
All right, and hold on a second. Let me go off the record. Set. Okay. Counselor, I'm gonna grant your motion to set aside, and I know Mr. Linton is sitting there looking like, what is going on? But I'm gonna grant your motion to set aside the responsible plea that he entered into by making that payment for the prohibited left turn. I'm gonna offer your client the ability to plead in lieu of that prohibited left turn to a blocking traffic. I'll fine your client $258. So I'm giving him an extra penalty on top of normally what the court would do. I recognize that he's already paid the $258. I'll close that matter out. And in the interest of justice, he has had an initial ticket on 5/15/2020. He exclaims to the court that he had insurance on that date, but he didn't have proper registration. Unbeknownst to him, his license was affected. He got the prohibited left turn ticket on 10/26/2020, then found out on that date that his license was suspended for the April 15, 2020 ticket. I do have a copy of his driving record. All but the insurance claim is substantiated by the record. I questioned him about the insurance, and I believe his representation that he did have insurance on that day. So I'm going to, and based on the fact of the crisis that we were in last year, and I'm going to say that we're still in, and in my opinion, except everything is not closed down, I'm going to dismiss all the matters. I'm going to waive the warrant fees, and I'm going to require him to pay the reinstatement fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So we'll set aside plea and amend to blocking traffic and close out. We will dismiss blocking traffic, dismiss, waive warrant fees. You're going to pay reinstatement fees. Anything further?
We certainly have. Nothing.
Now, I'm going to let your client know this is a one-time deal. What?
That is something responsible.
Let's say for the civil infraction, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the plea?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, and
probable cause.
Was it probable cause for the dismissal of the other three matters?
Again, we stipulate to probable cause.
All right. Now, Mr. Linton, do you have any questions, sir? I'm glad you've been waiting patiently and you let your attorney do all the work. Do you have any questions?
I think I understand what's transpired. You amended the original ticket so that it wouldn't be 2 points, or do I add up 2 points? Because if them 2 points, it seems like it's gonna cost me more on my insurance.
I amended it to blocking traffic. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with the 2 points at the Secretary of State. We're gonna file that and put the order in that it has been amended. So I suppose that it should work out in your favor.
Okay.
But all you'll have to pay is the reinstatement fees. I suggest as soon as we get that in the system, you pay those reinstatement fees. It is my estimation that if you do pay those reinstatement fees, your license will be automatically restored, but it will take some time, maybe 48 to 72 hours to get to the Secretary of State.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to make an appointment to pay them today.
Yes, I would. No, you make it up. You pay the $45 fees, 3 of them. That's $135 right here at the courthouse. You would pay it in person, or you'll pay it online. DivDav kiosk in the city, or any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit. Now you'll see when you see $5 by your name. That's when you're able to pay them. That's when my Perkins Nash is able to enter it into the system. Instead of those $95 charges, you'll see $45 charges, and you'll be able to pay that. So, do you have any other questions?
No, I don't. I appreciate you. Thank you for being so nice this morning, Judge. I appreciate you.
All right, sir. You thank your lawyer as well. He's the one that.
Thank you, Mr. Berry. Thank you, Mr. Berry. I appreciate you being fair this morning.
You're welcome.
Right, that's all we're gonna do is be fair and reasonable in here.
That's right. 36.
All right, there we go. This is hey, and let everybody know in the community. I know that you got some cousins, relatives, friends, mother, father, grandmother, or whoever.
If they try to talk bad about you, I'm gonna say no. Judge Perkins fair. I'm gonna say he's fair.
But they need I can't stop them from talking bad about me, right? But they might need a driver's license. They might have a ticket. If they have the last name or G, L, or O, tell them they can zoom in at any time, and we can pull their case and try to get them on the road legally as well.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that as well.
Have a great day.
Yes, sir. I can leave the Zoom meeting.
You can leave the Zoom. You're free to leave.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you again.
All right, have a great one. All right, Mr. Linton. Mr. Lewis.
Yes.
All right, I appreciate your patience, sir. Mr. Lewis is, I say he's incarcerated. He says he's on house arrest.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
I
you.
don't know what the difference is. Do you, Mr. Berry? Except the fact that you're not in the Wayne County Jail or somewhere. But anyway.
It's significant not being in jail, Your Honor.
It is, no, I'll agree to that. It is a very big significance, but it's locked up same way, right?
Yeah, one's movement is restricted. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, and Ms. Green is coming in here all late. All right, so let's go with Mr. Lyman Lewis. This is the city of Detroit. Say that again.
Lamont Lewis.
Lamont Lewis, I'm sorry. This is the city of Detroit versus Lamont Lewis, case numbers SP 101-8026, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 103-46941. I don't have an offer in the file. What's an older offer? So here, you want to look at this, Mr. Goss? But I can tell you by the last case I called, the open intox, the only offer that's going to be availed to you is an open intox passenger. So, yeah, there it is. Open, he's got improper plates, driver on license suspended, unregistered, untitled, the normal 3 banger, and then the open intox driver. The only offer that's going to be available to you on the open intox driver is an open intox passenger. In me, myself, I consider that like a non-offer because, what's that?
Dismiss all except for open intox passenger.
Right, I figured that was coming. So the open intox passenger driver is punishable by, what is it, 2 points on your driver's license, and the open intox passenger is punishable by 2 points on your driver's license. And then if you want to take that deal, though, the rest of them will be dismissed. I can give you a trial date. You can see if you can do better at trial. I can't see you doing much worse than that. And I can let you speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room, and you can discuss anything you want to as it relates to this. What would you like to do, sir?
I'll talk to him.
I would suggest that. It doesn't cost you nothing. All right, join that room, sir. Ms. Green.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Green, Ms. Green, why are you late?
Pardon me?
Why are you late?
What? I had to get my kids to school.
Oh, okay. That's a good reason. All right, I'm done. I don't even see you on the docket.
Well, I had called regarding to a ticket that I had got. So I talked to the lady and she said that she was gonna put me on the dock.
What's your middle name?
Carol.
Oh, cause it ain't showing nothing.
Okay, I see it. One count of improper license.
So what was is I was coming home from work. It was like 2 in the morning. And I worked late hours.
How many kids do you have?
He pulled me over.
How many kids do you have, Miss Green?
2.
I don't need to hear you trying to say that cop shouldn't have pulled you over. What you was all hanging at 2 in the morning for? With no license?
I was coming from work, sir.
All right. Don't say anymore.
I was coming from work
Don't say
and,
Ms. Green.
yes,
Don't say anymore, please. All right. Wait till we call your case, all right?
okay.
Ms. Green should be an easy one.
It's just the one.
Just got the one. We'll see what her attorney says.
Actually, what's the driver?
Ms. Green ain't want to be messed with, I know that. All right.
I'm going back down to the Millhouse.
Right, Ms. Green? Ms. Green? Where are you, Ms. Green?
I'm at home.
I said, I see you not wanting to be messed with, are you?
Why you? I haven't
Are you, Ms. Green?
I don't know what you mean by that, sir.
I know you don't. Oh, boy. Not wanting to be messed with. Driving record is terrible. Do you have a car now, ma'am? Ms. Green?
Yes.
Do you own a car?
No.
All right, let's wait till he comes back. Who's on the telephone, that 784-3600 number?
That's me, Mr. Perkins, Judge Perkins.
And who is me?
Give me that, sir.
Simeon, who?
Yes, sir.
This is Simeon Gunn?
Yes, sir.
What you doing coming in here late like this?
I was struggling trying to get through the numbers, sir.
All right.
I'm not very good with you, sir. And I was struggling trying to get through.
All right. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir, Your Honor. Oh, Lord.
Are you working, Ms. Green?
Yes, and that's the reason why I end up getting terminated because of this ticket. We issued the ticket.
Oh, that's messed up. You got a new job now?
Yes.
It's a better job, isn't it?
Pardon me?
It's a better job, isn't it?
You say, is it a better job?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make $18 an hour.
Oh, you can pay this ticket then. All right.
Look, I normally I haven't stayed on Auburn, and over 3 years.
All right, let's not get into, we're not gonna get into the facts and circumstances. We're gonna allow you to talk to the city attorney about that. But,
and this is the original ticket that he wrote me. If you can see, you can't see anything on this ticket.
well, then you might want to take it to trial then. All right, we're gonna wait until your attorney gets here, and I'll call the case then. Mr. Gunn, I have yours, and Mr. Littleton, you're gonna be next.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, all right. So we are back on the record. Mr. Did we call the case? Yes, we're back on the record with Mr. Lehman Lewis. Giving you an opportunity to speak to the client in the breakout room, what would your client like to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis is prepared to accept the offer and enter a plea to the open alcohol in a vehicle, anticipating the dismissal of the remaining 3 charges.
You sure he doesn't want a trial date?
We discussed it extensively.
Okay. Well, we'll take the 2 points then. I guess 2 points is probably, all right. Is that what you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Again, the other right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you indicate to your client that he sets the trial date, he can only potentially do better and not any worse?
In a word, yes.
All right. You understood that, sir?
Yes.
You still take the plea?
Yes.
All right, your choice is yours. It's like Burger King, you have it your way. All right, sir, do you understand the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you're gonna be signing up for 2 points on your driver's record with this, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what you stated in the record?
No.
You ain't even in the program yet. You gotta get in the program, dude.
Okay. And, sir, let me draw your attention to October 19th, 2019, at around 9:55 p.m. in the area of Pilgrim and Freeman. Sir, did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a different, I have 2 different. I have SP 7965131 and SP 7965132.
And on that day, sir, were you operating a 2009 GMC gray in color?
It covers.
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that day, sir, did you have an open can of alcohol in your vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you have?
A 24 can of Budweiser.
Well, I don't know if this is really any significant, but it says Ice House here.
Okay. Well, guess I had an ice house.
Yeah, you know you had some beer, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You drink Ice House? What do you like, Ice House or Bud?
Budweiser. Like I said, it probably wasn't my can, but yes, Your Honor.
It was probably, you like Ice House?
No, Your Honor, it was just in my car. I didn't know. It was in my car, though.
But it was something in that can, though, wasn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm not buying that you didn't know, sir. I just won't buy that, but it doesn't really matter for these purposes because you don't have to know. You just have to have an open can of liquor in a car that you are in control, have dominion and control over. Correct, Mr. Berry?
Correct, Your Honor.
So I'm going to find you guilty of the admitted count of open intox passenger. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to fine you $240 for that. And I'm going to dismiss the other charges as it relates to the fines and costs. You want to make a motion, Counselor? I'm going to waive any warrant fee. I'm going to have you pay the reinstatement fee. You have 4 reinstatement fees. I'll let you speak, Counselor.
Your Honor, respectfully, we'd ask that the other fees and costs be waived.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, sir. You say you're on house arrest.
Yes, I'm tethered. Yes.
Well, are you pending a case, or are you?
Yes, I have a case pending.
Okay, so you haven't been found guilty in doing any time then. All right. Well, I'm going to deny that motion to waive the fines and costs. When are you going to pay, sir? Pay the $240. When are you going to pay?
Sometime after my other case is November the 4th. I don't have access to my funds right now.
I'm going to give you 60 days. Since you are you working now?
Not at this moment.
December 21st, 2021, I'm going to set it for review. And I'm going to have you back here at 8:25 a.m. December 21st, 2021, 8:25 a.m. And I'm going to call it a review. I'm going to need to have you back on that date, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then try to have that paid on that date as well. All right?
All right.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Anything further from you or your counsel?
No.
All right, have a great day, sir. Good luck to you. All right. Gun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go with Mr. Gunn. I believe I said I was going to do Mr. Wilson first, but let's go with Mr. Gunn. And then we'll go with Mr. Littleton, and then we'll go with Mr. Green. All right. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Simeon Matthew Gunn, case numbers SP 1152621, SP 1152631. Let's see about these other cases.
Yeah, no, I paid all them other tickets up.
Apparently you haven't.
Those points Your Honor.
Are you a junior, sir?
Yes, sir.
How many guns is it?
3.
You have pages of infractions. How old are you? How old are you?
61.
61.
61.
You've lived a life of disregarding the law, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Just your whole life.
Yes, sir. I'm not proud of that, sir. I'm very ashamed of that.
I didn't say you were proud of it. I didn't say you were proud of it. But I just recognize that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So.
Your Honor, can I get the spelling of Mr. Gunn's first name?
Simeon. Yes. Simeon.
I see it on the docket. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gunn. You have, let's wait till the attorney comes back.
I apologize.
Sir,
That's all right.
may I speak, sir?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know what it is to speak about.
This is the reason I really. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna let you speak to your lawyer when it's time. Right now, he has some civil infractions, counselor, that go back to December 29th, 2019. That were, well, let's see what this one is. Improper plate. He pled guilty on, so that's not a civil infraction. Unregistered, untitled. He pled guilty on 1/23/2020. And the improper plate, he pled guilty on 1/23/2020. He hasn't paid that, though. Improper license. He pled guilty on the 2/13/2020. He hasn't paid that. He has a 31 mile an hour over the speed limit ticket that's in default. What possesses, wait a minute, what possesses somebody on, especially on the top street, to do 31 miles an hour over the speed limit? I don't know.
Sir, I was not.
Wait a minute.
Sir, I was.
Hey, listen.
Yes,
Don't, Mr. Gunn, don't talk until I ask you to speak, okay? You're very, very familiar with this process.
Yes, sir.
So that's in default. Then he had a no valid registration that's in default from this year. So what I will allow is I will allow the two matters that he is in default from 1/7/2021. I will allow those defaults to be set aside, and I will allow him to be heard on that. So essentially, I'll even go as far as to waive some of the discretionary fees in the matters that he's already pled to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this file over back to the city attorney for an updated offer. So I'm going to just mark on here this improper plate matter. Pled guilty on 1/23/20. And these are probably things that you don't see on the docket, counselor. All you probably on the docket is only two things: open intox driver and a driving while license suspended.
Yes.
Repeat offender.
What's the other matters?
Pardon me?
Are the other ones just the paper stuff?
Then the other one, he's already pled on. So I'm just making a note so that you don't give him an offer on these tickets. You don't waste your time giving him an offer on these tickets. We only deal with what is in front of us today.
Yeah. As long as it's not, no other drinking, I can dismiss anything else.
You don't want to dismiss it.
That bad? Okay.
Here, I want to give you this. I'll let you make the determination, and I'll let Mr. Berry do what he can do for Mr. Gunn. Mr. Gunn, do you want to speak with the attorney in the breakout room?
Yes, yes, sir.
Are you working, sir?
I'm handicapped, sir. That's the reason why I have to get my license, because my insurance won't pay for my transportation anymore, sir.
All right, Mr. Perry, you want to speak with him, or you want to wait? I'm going to put him in the breakout room, and I'll let you wait on the office.
You have to open intox to one issue. And all the other ones you can take.
What's your appearance on the record?
I'll take caution, you have to see, Your Honor. Looking at the charges, Your Honor, I'm willing to.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I've continued, I have a lot of the background paper record. I just need to.
Okay.
Is this better?
Go ahead, we're gonna see. Sounds good so far.
Okay. My suggestion would be to split up the open intox and deal with all the other issues, to have two separate matters, because this matter, 31 over, you would definitely have to take the driving class.
So let's not split them up. Let's just go ahead and give him an offer. Let Mr. Berry relay that to his client, see if his client wants to take it. He has a right to a trial.
But you know, especially for 31 plus over, only thing right now is just take the class and we can discuss our offer.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
I mean, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, he's going to get an offer to amend the
right.
It would be open to passenger, open intox to passenger. That's a 2-point offense.
Yeah.
He's looking at a 4-point offense with 31 over. We are in this court, when we see excessive speed like that, unless he has some very valid reason, what it sounds like is, yeah, I wasn't going that fast, then he takes the defensive driving course, which I don't really have confidence that he'll complete, because look at it, he's on the phone. I don't know if he even has a device to get that. And then if he comes in and tells us what he learns about after taking the Michigan defensive driving course. In this court, when you have those excessive speeds, Mr. Berry, we allow them to take the defensive driving course. If they come in and they give us some substantive information and have some very good discussion about what they learned out of that course, I've seen the city attorney go all the way down to a blocking traffic. I've seen the city attorney on some people that have come in here and just hit the home run with it, have dismissed the cases, but I don't think that's likely in Mr. Gunn's situation. So that's what it is. He won't get an offer other than pleading straight up to the 31 over and the open intox passenger after that, if he doesn't want to take the deal, and he can go to trial on all of it too. He might do better that way anyway. So are you understood on what you have any questions about that, Mr. Berry?
I don't have any questions. You can, yeah.
All right, you can jump in that room and talk to Mr. Gunn.
Okay.
It was on 4th Street.
I know.
31 over.
Allegation, that's the allegation. You can join that room, Mr. Berry. He's waiting on you.
Yes, sir. This 923 offer is the operative offer, the one we have today.
Just yes, and then I set aside the default, so he still has the 31 over he's looking at, and he still has the valid certificate of registration charge, no valid certificate of registration charge. He's not gonna give him an offer on that until he takes the Michigan Defensive Driving course.
Okay.
And gives us the certificate for that. That's an online course. It is is an 8-hour course, is designed to be an 8-hour course. It's got 14 chapters with a quiz on each chapter and a final exam for the whole thing. And he'll get a certificate upon completion. And I'll provide that information to him. I'll provide that in the chat to you now, so you can articulate that to him.
Okay, let me go and talk to him.
All right, let me get you this information. All right, I sent that in the chat.
Okay.
You want to take care of some other stuff before we leave? We can get some of these other people out of here.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm game.
Let's do that, because he's, All right. Let's take care of Mr. Littleton. All right, let's see. All right. He has matters that are in default as well. And it goes along with this case. So we'll package all this up in one deal for him. So this is the City of Detroit versus DeAndre Jalen Littleton, case number ST11588274. Excuse me, counts 1, 2, and 3. And ST11587191. Appearances for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Littleton, Littlejohn.
Littlejohn, I'm sorry.
It's Littleton.
It's Littleton.
Oh, it is Littleton. It is Littleton. On the offer, it's written as Littlejohn, and it's correctly, I stated it correctly on the record, Littleton. All right. The offer today, and in being fair, the city attorney has the failure to display, but in all fairness, we will offer you the allowing the unlicensed driver to drive and in pleading responsible to the expired plate. Upon payment of the $240 for the allowing, I'll dismiss that case altogether. And then the expired plate will cost you $45. That's the civil infraction, and it doesn't carry any points. And then we'll dismiss the other two matters. I will allow Mr. Berry to approach the city attorney and see if he can get a better offer, or you can take the deal as articulated to you, or you can set a trial date. Which one would you like to do, sir? Or you can speak to Mr. Berry in a breakout.
Can I speak to Mr. Berry in a breakout? Because I have my license and everything.
Do you have proof of insurance? Do you have
Yes, that was
registration?
yes, that was my mother's car. I was actually picking her up from the hospital because she had COVID.
Can we run Mr. Littleton's license, please?
I got him right here.
That might not be worth the plastic it's printed on, so I'm getting it from the Secretary of State. But
Okay.
I appreciate you speaking up, and we'll get this, what about proof of insurance and proof of registration?
Yeah, she has all of that.
No, I'm talking about proving it. Providing us.
She's not here. She's at work. That's why I said all that paperwork is in her car.
All right. Well, we'll take it one step at a time.
Okay.
And keep in mind, the charge is failure to display a valid driver's license. Now, I don't know if you provided that license on that day or not. That's what the allegation is. So
no, I didn't have my license at the time. I just got them in July.
All right. Well, your license is suspended now, sir.
I didn't know that, but thanks for telling me.
That's why I say that might not be worth the plastic it's printed on. And apparently it's not. Let's see if we can ascertain why.
Okay.
My father always told me that people get, and I didn't understand this when he first told me this. He said people get paid to know why, not how. So you may know how to do something, but the people that get paid the big enough money know why.
Know why. Yeah.
Yes. So let's see why your license was suspended. Okay, it appears, Mr. Berry, that his license was suspended from an incident in Pontiac. And that suspension was effective from 2/8/2020 to 2/7/2021. Reinstatement date was 6/16/2021. All right, so the offer is going to stand. It's going to be amended to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The good thing about that is that does not require you to. That doesn't have an abstraction to the Secretary of State. And upon payment of the $240, I'll dismiss the other matter. And what I'll do is I'll just allow you to plead just allowing charging $240. We'll dismiss the other three matters. Is that fair enough, Mr. Berry?
That's certainly fair, Your Honor. It's what I would recommend to my client.
All right.
Well, I'll take that.
All right, sir. Now you have a right to a trial if you want to, and I'll give you a trial date. So I just want to make sure you're fully aware of that.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. I'll just pay the two, what was it, $240?
All right, yes. Can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, do you understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention back to January 26, 2021 at around 3:11 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Grand River and Westbrook Street, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And on that day, sir, did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that?
Because I didn't have one at the time. I didn't have a valid driver's license.
Very well. I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I told you I would dismiss that ticket immediately upon payment. When can you pay, sir? And with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'll dismiss the other three matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, when can you?
The second week of November.
Second
I get paid. Yes, I get paid every 2 weeks.
So I'm gonna give you till November 19th, 2021. I'm gonna set it for a review, sir, at 8:25 a.m. on that date. If you paid it, sir, you don't have to show back up. If you haven't paid it, show back up and explain to the court why it hasn't been paid. Again, I'll set aside these defaults because all right. Anything further?
You said November 19th?
November 19th.
Okay.
Anything further?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Have a great day. I'll see you. Well, I may not see you back if you haven't paid.
You won't.
Say that. Oh, okay. Have a good one, sir.
You too. Right. Thank you.
Let's get Miss Green.
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Green is not one to be messed with, Mr. Berry.
No, I didn't. Why you say that?
This is the city of Detroit versus Leslie Carroll Green, case number 217-256-731. This is the only case that Ms. Green has. Before the city attorney left, he said that he would offer her and allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I think maybe Ms. Green indicated off the record that this, here's what we'll do, Ms. Green. You want to be heard. You had a lot to say about this case, and you say it caused you a lot of distress, but good things come out of bad situations, and you said that you lost your job behind this ticket, and then you said now you're in a better job, right? And you're making, you're not in a better job now?
I was working 2 jobs, and the job that I'm describing to is I'm neither one of them because I have a lot of health problems. But for this ticket, caused me to lose my job. I was making $18 an hour. And the address that they have, this is the original ticket. Never mess with it, never did anything. No. You can't even see anything on this ticket Nothing.
Gave her 30 days to resolve this, so she's gonna get her job back in 30 days.
Oh, well,
She's just like suspended.
So I went to the Wayne State is the ones that pulled me over. I can.
Let's do this. I don't want you to get, and I don't mean to cut you off. I know you're passionate about this and you want to speak about it. And that's what Mr. Berry is here for. And quite frankly, he's one of the best that does it. So, but what I'll say is this. The offer is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That's going to be a $240 fine. I'll do it, dismiss the case. I'll dismiss the case upon payment.
They had the actual license, sir.
Hold on, Miss Green.
Yes.
And you may think you ain't somebody to be messed with, but I'm somebody to not be messed with, all right?
I'm not
Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking, and then I'll let you talk, and I'll let you speak to Mr. Berry, but I don't want to hear anything that happened out there right now. You talk to Mr. Berry about that. But right now, I need you to let me finish talking and be uninterrupted, okay?
Okay.
Now, let me start over. The offer, as it is right now, is to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I will fine you $240. I will allow you to pay that ticket, and I will dismiss the ticket upon payment of the $240 fine. I will waive the warrant fee. You will be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee. Or I can set this matter for a trial date. Since you are so passionate about this matter, it sounds as though to me that you believe that you were issued this ticket improperly. I will set it for a trial date for January 20th, 2022. With that being said, I will allow you to pay the $45 reinstatement fee up front. That should, I don't know, I can't guarantee, but that should allow you to go to the Secretary of State and get a driver's license while this case is pending. If you pay that $45 fee, which you're going to have to pay regardless of whether it gets dismissed or whether you take the $240 fine, you're going to have to pay the $45. If you pay that $45 fee and that fee does not reinstate your driver's license, then I will allow you to come back in sooner than January 20th, 2022, and we can find some other resolution to get rid of this case. I will also allow Mr. Berry to speak to you. You can tell Mr. Berry everything you want to about this case, and I will allow Mr. Berry to speak to Mr. Goss, who's here in the courtroom now, and see if he can do some advocacy on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do?
I want to talk to Mr. Berry.
I knew you did. All right. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Join the room, please, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
The original charge for Ms. Green, she's not on the docket.
Drove while license not valid.
Okay.
Or improper. And I got Mr. Goss here as well. We said along. We said along.
So I'm going to speak with her.
You say what? So let's do that. I put him in the breakout room.
That lady's gonna meet, was on the phone with me like 30 minutes. She said all this already. I thought she got finished then.
Yeah.
But she's about to get a job that she said they gave her 30 days.
What kind of job does she do?
I don't even care. I mean, at that point, I wanted her off my phone. I listened for 30 minutes. And the thing about it, she did everything wrong. She got the ticket, she couldn't read it. So she didn't ask the police that stopped her if, what address he put down. So went to the wrong address. She had like 5 months to call the court to find out, when her court date was. She never did. She kept saying, but he put the wrong address down. It's like, that's your responsibility, you know, to find out if you got a court
What's
date.
our responsibility to?
Update with the Secretary of State.
Let's
Well,
clear
she
up,
said it was on the back of the car, but he didn't, you know, he didn't check the back of her license.
let's clear up let's clear up these cases here. Case number SP 11771281. That's Mr. Jerry William Lennox. It's set for a review. It was taken under allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Let's dismiss that case altogether. He paid the $240.
Not being on the record, just on the side, like.
Well, we'll put it on the record. City of Detroit versus Jerry William Lennox, case number SP 11771281. Today's date and time set for a review. I tell him he doesn't have to show back up if he's paid. The case will be dismissed upon payment. If there's a zero balance, bless you in the computer, we'll dismiss the case based on his satisfactory payment. We'll dismiss it all together.
Is that Jerry Lennox?
Jerry Lennox, yes.
Is that dismissal? Maybe.
You don't need to write on the file or anything, do you?
It's already in there.
Okay.
I can write it down.
Well, I've been downstairs. I'm trying not to do a trial with no insurance.
Hold on, let's wait till they come up. Let's call why is Dewan Jatan, he has, let's see his file. I mean, you could dismiss it. Oh, no, it's just one charge. I don't know. I mean, just let him speak to it. I don't say you do any one thing or another. There's a lot, let him speak to it. And then we have two more cases. Mr. Gunn, I know he's gonna have some issues, so. Well, I guess you can do that. If you're not willing to do nothing else, you can go. So,
Mr. Gunn, you know, we take, I get home, not. It is what it is. Plus, he been carrying that 31 points, 31 over for a year anyway.
Yeah.
So what other case? You said two cases. What's the other one?
Mrs. Green, and she's in the breakout.
And Mr. Gunn, just those two?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We're done. All right, Mr. Jeton, let's find out from probation if he completed his community service. And then, let's see John Gunn. Somebody have a problem.
Yes. Sure.
Let's go in the system and close off Mr. Gunn's case. This is the city of Detroit versus John Jacob Gunn. Case numbers SP 107989, count 1 and 2. Today is the date and time set for review. Mr. Gunn has satisfied his requirement and paid both those cases in full. So those cases will be closed out.
Oh.
Under the plea that he entered into on that day.
Okay. Okay, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, Beck, you dropped out on the end of the case number. I have SP 10798, and what was the rest?
9-8, counts 1 and 2.
Okay, thank you.
Then we'll give Mr. Juan the time a show cause.
Okay. You said Mr. Gunn, you started talking about Mr. Gunn.
Mr. Gunn is closed out. He satisfied his deals. If you have me to file, I'll write it on there. But.
Okay.
All right. Let me bring her. Are you ready for her to come back out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just for the record, we called Jerry William Lennox. We closed this matter out and dismissed the driver, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive based on his payment of the $240 fine. And then we called Mr. John Jacob Gunn, and we closed his matters out and under the agreement that he entered into because he paid his amounts as well. And they weren't, the cases were paid out. I didn't require them to show up, so we closed those matters out. The only matter we have is Mr. Jeton, and he apparently needed to do community service, and we don't have any record of doing that, so we're going to issue a show cause in that matter to get him back in here. All right, now we're back on the record with Miss Leslie Carol Greer. Giving you an opportunity, Ms. Greer, to speak with Mr. Berry, your attorney, in the breakout room. What would your client like to do, Mr. Berry?
Your Honor, my client would like to avail herself of that offer to the court made to allow her to pay the reinstatement fees and attempt to get her license revived.
All right.
Set the matter and substance to another date.
All right, we're going to set it for a trial date, January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Ma'am, you understand that we're giving you the opportunity to pay that reinstatement fee. Now, I'm not going to say that it's guaranteed that that'll give you the clearance, but that should be all it needs. I also told you that if it's not, I understand that based on what you probably you've had some discussion with my clerk, and you said that you need to get this driver's license to get your job back. We certainly want to see you do that. That's why I'm allowing you to pay that reinstatement fee up front. And then there's going to be a trial date for the case, the underlying case. That'll be January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Do you have any other questions, Ms. Green?
2022 at 9 a.m.
January 20th. 2022 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right. You bring that license in, that'll go a long way to get this case resolved one way or the other at the trial date. All right.
Okay, and so so would that lift the warrant and also allow me to?
I'm gonna set aside the warrant, and then we're gonna put in the system. I would come down to the court to pay that $45. I don't know how that'll be paid online, but I'm gonna allow that $45 that we're gonna make a notation in the court record. So if you come to the window, the clerk should see that. The cashier should see that.
But do I still have to go to the Secretary of State and do a reinstatement fee also?
No, that reinstatement fee will go to the Secretary of State, but I would go to the Secretary of State in a couple of days after you pay that to make sure that you can get a license. And if you can't, if that doesn't allow you to get a license, then come back in here and we'll see if we can pull your file and get you, get this matter resolved a little bit sooner for you so you can get to keep that job, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that, but even though like you say, it was plastic over, you said something like that. But thank you, I really appreciate it. I'll be down there. Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, you have a great day.
You too.
All right. So now we'll just deal with Mr. Gunn. And that'll be it. You understand what the thing about Mr. Gunn is, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll let you talk to him now.
You won't let me leave.
I'll kick you out.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Yes.
Oh, never mind. I have it. Thank you.
Mitch. Why you have to get like that? How do I get? I'm in the main session now. What do I do?
Just hold on.
Sir?
Just hold on. Just.
Oh, okay.
All right, there, we're back on the record with Mr. Simeon Gunn.
Yes, sir.
All right, did we call the cases? Let's see. Let's do that now. This is the city of Detroit versus Simeon Gunn. And we'll call all of them. This is this SP 1051269, counts 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 cases that he entered into the agreement and hasn't paid. Let's call SP 1152603, counts 1 and 2. Those are the 2 civil infractions that I set aside the default in. And let's call SP 1152621 and SP 1152631. Those are the cases that are on the docket today. Appearances for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Gunn.
Okay.
Please state your name.
Gunn, state your name for the record, please.
Simeon Gunn Jr.
Your Honor, with regard to the, I'd like to first take up the matters of the driving 31 miles over the limit. In that regard, Mr. Gunn says he has in his possession a 10/13/2021 certificate of completion of the defensive driving course, and quite hopeful the court has it in its files.
No, I don't have that in the file. I don't know if he can email me the completion of that. But I do see, yes, that we said that we offer. Now, did you email that to me, Mr. Gunn?
Yes, sir. Yes, my sister mailed it to you.
All right, let's see.
That I completed it, sir.
And what date was that?
10/13/2021. 2021.
1013. So when I go back to 10, I don't have completion of that. I don't have a record of that.
I have a citation number right here.
I understand that. I'm not disputing the fact that you took the course. Let me get the city attorney back in here. All right, and let's go over the other stuff.
With regard to the matters on the docket, Your Honor, Mr. Gunn is prepared to enter a plea to open alcohol in a vehicle as the passenger pursuant to the city's offer.
All right. Is that the case, Mr. Gunn?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you owe a lot of fees on these other cases that you entered into before. What are you going to do with those?
Well, you said what, sir? I'm sorry. Please repeat that.
You owe a lot of fees on these cases that you pled guilty to last year before the pandemic. What are you going to do with those?
I'm going to pay them.
All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow him to, I'm going to waive some of the reinstatement fees. I'm going to waive some of the late fees on these matters and allow you to, I'll waive some of the discretionary fees in these matters. So let's deal with, are you ready, Ms. News? Let's deal with SP 105-12691. Let's waive the late fees in that matter.
It's gonna be still 385.
I know it should, we should. I don't know who was representing him
He got
on this.
$100 fine, that's why.
I don't know who was representing him on this day because he entered into guilty pleas in each of the misdemeanors. That's one. That's two. This is I don't understand who's doing this work. Okay, let's go. All right, now, here, put your appearance on the record, please, Counsel.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city of Detroit.
All right, Mr. Gunn he indicates that he's completed. We already, he was in here before, and we already allowed him the opportunity to take the Michigan defensive driving course. He indicated he's completed that. He thought his sister had emailed the court that. Can we look at that 434 email account and see if you have
Yeah, I
anything?
did. I checked. I didn't see
For
it.
1013, you didn't have anything?
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
Or anywhere thereabouts at all? All right, so we don't have a certificate of completion.
I'll take his representation of someone like, no one just want to say I took the course.
Yeah, he has a certificate, he has a certificate number, he says. Now, what do you want to do with the very well?
What are we doing with the open?
He's gonna plead to the open intox passenger.
Blockading because he's pleading to that.
Why don't we do this? And this is, I don't understand why he pled to 3 misdemeanors.
When did he do that?
He did that last year. 3 misdemeanors. That was done on, pled guilty on 213 for improper plates. pled guilty on 213 for unregistered, untitled, and he pled guilty for same day, 213 for driving while licensed improper.
We can dismiss, Your Honor, but this is a one-time deal on the speeding now.
All right. In all fairness, sir, we're gonna. I don't know who was representing you on the February 13th, 2020 date. I can almost guarantee you it wasn't Mr. Barrett because whoever was representing you on that date, if you were represented at all, you entered into an agreement to 3 misdemeanors. And I don't understand how that happens, but be that as it may, we're going to dismiss the 31 over. Now, by no means does this mean that the court doesn't really, it raises a hair on my neck that the allegation is that you're doing 63 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. That's absolutely insane. And it is absolutely no excuse at all to be going that fast. And I'll tell you this, if you come in here again, do you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, I hear you.
If you come in here again with some nonsense like this, you will not get an offer at all. You'll have to go to have a hearing or a trial, or you'll have to eat all of the points that go along with that. But you did enter an agreement to take I hope you learned something from that driving course, sir, if you took it. But the offer today would be to plead to open intox passenger. That's going to be a 2-point offense. That's going to be a misdemeanor. And the other 2 matters, the civil infractions, will be dismissed. I want to let you know that you have a right to a trial, so you can take this matter to trial if you want to, or you can resolve it today. What would you like to do?
I want to take you today, sir.
You say what?
I would like to take care of all these matters today, sir.
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, do you understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir, no.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention to January 7th, 2021. At around 5:34 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of East Foreign and Ellery, sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a 2013 Chrysler?
Yes, I was.
And in that Chrysler, did you have some alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes, it was.
And what was it?
I had a half a pint of alcohol in the back.
And what kind of alcohol was that? Some pop-off vodka or something like that?
Yeah, I believe it was a vodka.
What kind of Ghibli's or pop-off or what was it?
It was extra smooth vodka, sir.
Wasn't no extra smooth. It was some extra smooth bottom of the barrel vodka, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Sir, was that vodka open?
Yes, it was, sir.
right, and there was some still in the container, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Mr. Gunn, you know I'm gonna remember you. You're just not gonna continue to come in here with this lawlessness anymore.
Oh, you will never see me again in your life.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know about it.
You know about it? All right, we'll see. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of open intox passenger with stipulation of probable cause. I'm gonna dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
When can you pay?
How much you did you say I didn't hear?
$240.
I'll pay that right away.
All right, I'm gonna have you, all right, let's go back and let's give him some relief on these other matters. We did the, let's go to SP 105-12692. Do you have any late penalty there?
Yep, of $29.
Let's waive that for him. All right, let's go to SP 105-12693. Just waive the late fee there. $234, Leo's. $195. And then go back to that other one, the first one. That's $385. $965 is what you owe the court total.
How much, sir?
$965.
$955?
$965.
Okay, sir, $955. And I pay that, I can get my license?
65. $965.
65, right?
When can you pay all of that?
Right now.
The whole $965?
Sir, I want to get my license. I need my license back. My insurance.
Come on down to the court today. I'm gonna have this.
I can't walk.
Well, how can you pay it online?
Absolutely. What now? How do I do that?
You can pay it. You can pay it online at any 36districtcourt.org, or you can pay it at any div/dav kiosk in the city of Detroit. Or you can come down or have somebody else come down and pay it for you. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I'm gonna give you until you wanna pay it now. So I'm gonna have you back next week on October 29th, 2021.
October 29th. Okay.
And that's at 8:25 a.m. I'm gonna set this for a review. And with that, I want to have this stuff paid. If it's paid by then, we'll close this stuff out. If it's not, you're gonna have to find have some good excuse why you didn't get it paid.
No excuse, Your Honor. Can you give me something where I can have my sister pay it online for me? Because she paid my other ticket for Gross Point online.
Put your name in, and you'll see that stuff. It'll be online, and everything will be ready for you to pay.
Just put my name in there.
Yep, at 36districtcourt.org.
Okay, wait a minute. 36 District Court.
Make sure the most civil infractions
Or
we'll get them down to the original vote. Those will be dismissed and waived.
So if there's other things you're saying?
Yeah, I'll go back. So he has, we're looking at. Yes.
Can you say that again? 36 District Court, right?
Yes, .org. O-R-G.
Correct.
526, yes.
And then my name will pop up.
You have to put your name in. So waive the reinstatement fees. We're going to close it out and waive the reinstatement.
Name is?
Oh, it's been, okay.
I wrote it down.
Your Honor?
Yes.
You say just put my name in and then put 36 District Court .org, correct?
You're going to have to go to 36districtcourt.org first and then put your name in.
Oh, okay. And then everything will pop up?
Yes.
How am I going to get a receipt? How you going to know that I paid? Because they don't give you a receipt right then or nothing.
They'll email you some kind of receipt or something. They will. I'll see that it's paid when you come back next week. We'll figure it out.
Come back next week on the 29th. What time? 8:30?
8:25.
8:25 on the 29th. Okay, so I can pay that, and then what I have to do after that? I pay the ticket, sir.
I don't know what you have to do. You got to stop getting in trouble.
I know that, yo.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
I don't know what else you have to do.
Don't you worry about this old man getting in trouble anymore.
Yeah, your time is running out, huh? Because everything's caught up. It's not funny, sir.
I'm so ashamed, Father. I mean, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll see you next week.
$936, correct?
Oh my gosh, $965, almost $1,000.
I figured that, $965. All right, I got it. I had the money. I saved up for it. I knew it was going to be around about that. I have it. I have it. Cool. Thank you.
All right, have a great day, sir. Okay, Mr. Berry, we definitely appreciate your services today.
It's an honor being